Ebian nine. And come into the public domain to do politics. Ebian AGYAPADE document in my point. That's why I catch on. Now, if you open your doors and avenues and windows for me to glance through and pass through, I'll punch you. Never ever think that this book is fictitious, it is fiction, it is a dream or imagination or rubbish. This is a reality.
It is anti-phone one. Womo dear, Enna, and see Alpha, a yini ama, Womo Becassi at the Womo, echo a year, near Jano, Woman in Asempa.
So much drop it, Chairman Sabunsu.
As I say, a drop don't take him so down home because the ones one and would dear any more was.
Why not don't take him?
Oh, Nyakabreja pocket, take Rania Banka once.
And offer, who person would here? Meaning, say, these 4 people, what how many? They are recruited. They are on the pay structure of MPP government. Busumi be you moka. Say, cast of 1 million, it is cut 10 billion. 10 billion, yet Germany perform. So, average, Obiani could get 2.5 billion. Busumi. Bamia security, because they know, say, Nana Akufo-Addo security, they are going. Still, they want to be part of Bamia security. Bamia security force there be. What did you FNSU do? Yes, when some take you over. I'm telling you. And no matter what. Now, mommy, your friends are free more parent. And no matter course on my year can nance them 12 for t-shirt, your free wear, free wear.
Say no, but who says a UP for no? Yes, I am people. One more baby BBA, there's a hidden agenda. One more baby BBA, no, I said, one be see a culture on. So I'm told one once, say, who ye now cook DH. Now, why are cook as if it's just union femra me to a church there? A bequaco we ask yet, one and near the baby to. It is anti-phone one, more dear, Enna, and see Alpha, a yini ama, one more becassi at the woman, echo a year near Jano. Woman in Asempa.
So much drop it, Chairman Sabunsu.
As I say, a drop don't take him so down home because the ones one and would dear any more was.
Why not don't take him?
Oh, Nyakabreja pocket, take Rania Banka once. Yabo may be Cohasa be a non about me as a sun ticket to Crania Bank once. And so that video of my function, no said dear any more. I said, who and Nigia what this had money idea, you're promising the chief of staff. You cry running mate, cry name. It's bassa, not more nya and what den soon could be.
And then from more party, from more party chief of staff, you are promising your bell running mate, and no about me. I'm telling you, go and do your checks. They will use them and they will damn them. Someone was on my domain. They didn't dear gross. I didn't so I'm coming for no, some go for we. Hey,
from more party about me.
Another, Akufo-Addo, any Bamia security crowd problem. Kwado, ni money pan cancer more. Bamia security, because they know, say, Nana Akufo-Addo security, they are going. Still, they want to be part of Bamia security. Bamia security force there be. What did you pay? FNSU do yes, when some take you over. I'm telling you. And no matter what. Now, mommy, your friends are free more parent. And no matter course on my year can nance and 12 for t-shirt, your free wear, constituency be no year to about bones independent be war no more. One more bequa, yes, say na a woman Mantamuchi Chescat said one babebo, a yinomini in a mamino campaign. Constituency 2020 from more palibaho. Obia or because of a mufa. I just want my hobby. But be a independent babyano, mamino hobby. Also, my using a week. They will use and dump you.
But the young corner, you didn't come. The last time no BBC said, is Kennedy Japan aware of this book?
Why not?
I think say a video be
why not?
Because send it didn't.
Yes, he's in here.
But Anna, I say, relax.
There are individual differences. Thank you. Because he's a target.
Oh, be so hot, man. Now, general. 8 missing piece of the day and Yankopon, I don't care about it. And
what do you say? Book we individual differences. Every of a dingo, it depends on how he calculates his steps. Ebi akwadwo odin wom. Obi wa assemble obe react. Obi obe tena ka say me lock me ho with them. I want to look at the issues and have a nice way to solve them. And you'll be individual differences. And it's a ne wo book we ebi a wo din ni mu. But ye use pa wa dwini so. Woni me ba ho so no. Ye use wa wie. Me see the papa ko na same me jani chemi nsa buntu. O ma you. Ni din ni no ma use for 7.5 years.
I didn't know I say you should be 7.5 years.
Chairman suppose we there be ne ba ya say you know majority leader Franko tranche.
But on about bontin be reason.
Oh, die. Go and listen to the first deputy speaker. Joe White stood in and told them that baby I didn't do it yet. Papa and Caribbean Joe was no. And let me tell you.
What man your press conference?
When him say, time I hear this position, if he's no Ghana. No Ghana. He was outside Ghana. The meeting was done in Gabby's office. The Prime Minister for Ghana, Gabby Ocheneda. Only portfolio. Only portfolio, but who?
Minister.
Only portfolio, but who? Obi otimi free energy minister catch and say, I'm doing renegotiation of Amerideal. Just want make a show you a very sensitive area. Or so no moment yes, I renegotiate. Look at you in the packet one. Obi prepare, Madam Fubi, and I want to be open of her. No position. And I call Baomiamo, coding gone about me, show and say, on my man position. Oh, PF, if you want about me, Papa, who friend is massa. How the Nano Kajana, the Namidi, Obregu, Opako Gabby.
Now, how the rubber stamp.
Let me take you back in the first time of Akufo-Addo. Only Pedi Campbell didn't say you're the Forestry Commission man.
Bantama, Kokofu.
Head necessary.
And a call
Sir John. What be some question? And now what you see, you are appointed to be the Forestry Commission for boss. What by radio, any TV, what by Darcy, at the Akufo-Addo was within a split of seconds.
Nah, no Kokofu.
What be some question? Only poor searching. It's always this kind of questions. And this kind of people, you don't joke with them. But you don't joke with them. Where? Of all himself, or one casa of biological children and adopted children. In this
and there.
But I'm a book with me, now, your darling boy. Nipa Bako, one year. And the presidency is still a little bit to me unlock here. SMU. They have a certain kind of impression, say, a group by Bia Bamia is so arrogant, kakra, as a person will grow horns, kakra, Nipa or Senate money, yes, sir, you man, SMU. Now, their preferred candidate, who is not from a team, but don't make my funny say, Dr. Chap, a quadro upon
Zito. Yeah, can't say one young media, no so.
Me say, see a catcher at a cocoa. So offense you nkosi ni ntutu acheche dia na ebu nbe de ye ka no wo mo no beto am eboba fo me de wo de boba kora
am say go form for
de wo de eboba kora so de MPP no etu na ye de ye ne nananom no wo eno aha no wo muntie
okay
aha no wo muntie me say the best thing the best form the bet me aboa ye nyina ne say ba umiande obi enkoto aba ma no na wo mo agapade ne wo mo will ne wo mo bibia wo ma ye ne nka de
na enka demo Franco kwajo people are talking about say no the mass media no which is the radio and then the TV no am for say as ahode na ba form crophobia first no na omutimi eka no kre e de kire tumi no na ano aba form but before that ma me nkozi to ho ansa na memra the media na yenko zito the mass media no te say first no last kwa na bobo aglow for ne others bobo media for bi din council of can say Christian council na say for na say asese no o ma no ado
kodo eto da ya na nipa bi wo ho no ma minim se de wo mu nyankopon bo wo
okay
on say esu ene eban ni mienu na kabo ye kase suban
okay
ye kasa kwa we ni su
ene ne ban
na chese
suban
na se wo study se de ade no oman no mu asia ye no a ye wo empanyimfo bi kura wo party no mu ansa na party we ma power no se wotie wo manu mu asema na wo so wo man no ho adwempa ba ko ni kusi boafo
okay
Mr. kusi boafo so bet na radio so pa
that mu take FM
na papa
na me will take nyansa pop
afi koko wi ase afi de oba ye ntiatia mu binom ne ade na ever since kura 2016 beto sabre ohun ade bone ba kokora wo Ghana hada
or public sector odidi o
ohun ade ba ko pe se da ko ye te ye na papa ti radio so se ade we di anko yi won kan bi da ye tu don mama 2016 beto sabre still ade bi a ye koso bi a ye don mama ne ye de hye ade boni bia first radio stations e wo kuma se ha no mo ne ade ye you tie money show ene money show ni bi nukura wo koso a aye a birthday wishes ene nwom birthday nkwana so na si birthday na we asempa so wo hodmo ehia magana fo mrantie bia ye betie sa brantie be sore na efie nan bia emra empanyimfo bebe wo mo aba besere se to aba maye na ye nko niema mu ni yie na brantie wo 40 years 50 years na ontimi mfa 50 cities hye ni botom se me dia koto se kan de komafu na radio station fo ende wo mo nka ho asem no na bo ba na kwan so te sei we generalism
e kwan se sei
o frakre ba na fo te sei wo ba na chire te sei wo so nya chire o wani mu ya akora de te no wo wani mu ya akora de te no wo o mo nka ho asem first wo mo reporters ya na ko baby na wo gina he osimi gina ha e de na ko so ho o bra behwe ka bi na ba be se ene wo mo we sankofo no wo mo we wo mu nyina de da pay rules eti kire se ko se eyi ya ka wo ma no atum se puru eti di o ma ne ko ne se ade ba ko na de ya ne se enka ye no ye be ka wo be ye bete ne ye nya platform na platform na e benya no so age se nipa bo ho ka no om de etie nti ama enipa bi no wo mu tia at least wo mu na de obi wo ho no ma ne se aka ne takukura a obeka se no ma men konkoti ambassador TV na ene ye fia dai de ene ya wa dai de Franco ni ZITO beba because internet
data is also expensive in Ghana.
No so ya she dad na kwa akot na o se ye kwa akotua ne ka ama no ono wa ba be ye no ono trotro bi a ye twam a ampake ye ho asem no beba be kan the whole day asem papa ye hia mo man no ankasa no
obeko radio station bi so na menhia South so moto aba no na po ho no na obi chire mu de nti e wasa moto ma doctor we no
wa ha no free airport to do ho no mu gina o free airport to do lawyer we no topen ma ko
lawyer de nanimu tio me hia no twoba mre bi pa chese oye chese we no oye nu bi good
2 hours
no de tete wasa
na mansofo kwan wo mo nam so firi manso ka mu ba besi se enye se nanse ensuo petepete a wo ba besi wo firi ka mu si wo koto ade a wo nko ne boa ye bo because wo futuro wo chan akoko obutu nkosu ya so mfuturo pa enso so wo mbese afa kwan no so ade wo mo pictures ateta aka no ho akwa sen akwa akosra bato fmfu me se first ye be frɛ ayi wo se kojo na agina he wo se me wo po ano ada den na ekoso o minua bra behwe e bola bi esim ha na sei na mo bia reporters no mo we
se morning show for news o mo
because
you commission na ba na bi akoka assembly on constituency bia na danfo so ye any MP no
because we benya be kwan MP obeba beto se ne constituency so nyina de ba bia ni ho a kwan ye na eri no radio ayi no first deputy speaker what ho no se ne constituency kwan bia ye nka that time no a wo kana na obi nam kokotoro ni ntiraku na ko obi nam loyabo fakrom kwan no so ayi asokore ekokone yaw na nko obi nam kansere ne pampa so na nko obi nam afranse ye kwan no so na obi wo ayi manso free poano anwan kwanta ko na nko obi gina honom eti nko te wo kana na nka ya frɛ ne nipa na ka ma na te sɛ nasema wo kana wo boa ezo ne de ebisa ani ho oba betena honom a wasu o me wo kwan ni nyina de o wo de sese ma wo to azo de bete sam no ma so de no mo ko sese adwuma wo mu di ano
me say we will some of the MPs no mo beka the reason why yen sound to almost no mo the project be but TV so then you ask yourself ZITO where we Franco
Kwado I'll spend a lot of time over here in the north you will be doing the reading
page say
you want
page 27
but before that because no make I was say nyame bo 29th of this month yen yankasa ye de hye Franco ne birthday o ne number betimi afre no na wa wehye no o fre number no so egu screen no so a o wehye no so a bibia no obete ana afi so no that 29th na no ana eyade say ye be celebrate ebra ZITO ebe join Ambassador TV 1 year anniversary na that day so according to Oscar date or the ma ye ni kire say ebesi Thursday it before ebe ye El Clasico na El Clasico no eyade say ye twa cake ye didi na ye gi ani sanse Franco birthday enwumre na ewia na ye sat baby
program we be pank enko ye Mr. Pombri nya ho
be kwai
your birthday no no abako
obebako ba nkenko enu fie
because compound no ne said ye dipa ye benya wo mo no ne ade no
birthday we ye be tie bushafo birthday ne be ye popo ne be ye no ye be gi ani ba nyume na kasa na sa Thursday na nyume na Franco me ne wo be bitima
mo na nya say Wednesday na mo meda
me mechire o da bi o pese
Wednesday na mo em pushing ko weekend
enke ko weekend sa ye de
Friday I will not be in Kumasi
na we so for anu aye mre
Saturday no
so se be kwa kosi 29th 30th 31st and be first in Sunday
it is Messia
this is Sunday 1st September
1st September be Sunday so 29th near Thursday dia so
yeah anti ye be bibia na
Kwajo
Franco
now beside the media in
no.
relation to AGYAPADE offer copy 27
maduro hoda dada
yankoi
ose kojo opon kroma and generous
okay
was say while our team aims at total dominance of the media architecture in the nearest future, there is the need to have a generally good appeal in the media.
Thank you, Ofameba. The time John Dramani Mama was the president of the Republic of Ghana.
Okay.
John Mama and Kophobia no more namuntino. The media had issues with them. And do we more. Why no more fast food some food dealing? They make us some more co-programming. They do more Google phone and time. So the media had a problem with them.
Okay.
And they feel and trust it was a nice way to point the NDC. The NPP in this particular book, and said there be we should not revisit the same problems that the NDC they buy, but we should have a nice way to deal with them. Nice way they say, and some children wait my year a certain kind of respect for. We are going to use science and training, to gain our gains.
Not just in Katisa, ni ye moi, a footballer be a wajibi African best.
Thank you.
Yes, we be our retire.
Yes.
Near national team coach.
Thank you.
Near the
and even GFA president. Say and somebody to feel so called Cameroon Africa or you are president. Because
woman so what ball nibi why ye players ni na be hu say they were person ye ma ye no ye de we ye ma player.
Thank you. So he understands the common language of journalists. That is why the media and we look up to. As I want to be like him, I'm a mentor. I want to get to this kind of position. Sound of when they were mutual. Offer.
To this end, we have observed that the discourse in the media has been generally fruitful. This has not happened by accident.
Almost say, what's the media landscape now? We have a good bonding and socialization between the media. The echo
confirm sada
but because and he understands the language of the journalism. Honest journalist for fine. And it should be a baby piano. He knows how to deal with it. Almost say it's not by accident. It's a hard work of Kojo Ponkroma.
KON, meaning Kojo Ponkroma has successfully recruited about 80% of top journalists, including somewhat adversarial tendencies towards us. His weekly covert meeting with them to plan the issues of the week have been exceedingly impactful.
Don't person much say. Kojo Ponkroma is able to identify people who are not MPP journalists. Franko ye MPP. Obiang se bia Franko kan. ZITO ye MPP. Obiang so kan. Ebia Kojo ye NDC. But Kojo Ponkroma say there be because he has influence And who says how general, who will go back more for as a year foreign for. So the person can come to you and seek for your opinion and consent. Jack, with the Mumundiana Mabau. It is by a baby and minimum baby, Mumun creative problem of family. To Quadro Punk was able to identify people who are neutral, able to identify people who are in bed with the NDC. What come we now, Boma Baba set this particular meetings, I say. Every week, Quadro Punk dictate the media space for us. Quadro Punk could share top journalists for us. You say he has recruited about 80%. And the top journalists, I will look up onto them. Every week, Quadro Punk no more meeting. Or no more meeting here. Issues about favor the new patriotic party for the Momono any debate. It's all to radio who now super BBT. Not just
or see the role of Kwekubako,
yes,
Paul Adumoch,
yes,
Sifakai, and OB of multimedia cannot be underestimated.
Of an abotre. Ubakaya last week. Me send you 2 videos. Kwame Sifakai any OB.
Yeah, make videos. Yeah, I bear Kwame Sifakai, Bukas onka. Nyema NDC ayo ka say ya ntwa ka say o me say.
Thank you. Yeah. But as a journalist, your duty and responsibility is to be able to enlighten and educate Ghanaians. Me say MPP for ntwa meka. MPP ya de na say ya meka. Yeah. NDC ya de na say ya meka. It is your duty and responsibility. People look up onto you. But because ya wie no and now what change bosu be sky the man intino. The man is not coming out to say the truth. Edubasha is what you say. Obedi say kwaku baako. They have recruited him. Obi, oh yeah, adwuma wa sempa.
Na Paul Adom kire kura de onye omumpo ne beboni. Resisili abuna da person by. One wo gina do the blackboard wo say men kan say for make us wine no.
I go for board white. Macabord.
Ena nu wo gina ho no wo kire ba bia ayi no a wo mo ye nkofo bebo nsa. Ei. And son one was Gina you and young one. And Yaman one back and cry. And the Yaman crack not any of what we say is way.
Way and your fiction. Or say Paul Adomochi, Kwame Sifaka and OB of multimedia cannot be underestimated. Now, if you look at OB Edisa Kwame Sifaka, you be saying what are the problems of John Dramani? Mama say a 2Ds. Or say a doom so and a dollar. And then person bisa Kwame Sifaka. Under John Dramani Mama, the dollar between this particular period, it was between 3.6, 3.7. Near Muran Kotua Benue. Mama if you are on the 6th of January. And now 11:59. Now dollar near 4.20 pesos. Akufaru takes over on the 7th of January, 12 a.m. 4.20 pesos. That's what I catch on you. Now, doom so, now what I may catch up say. PURC for say, doom so, quality you doom between the month of January, April. I have 4,142. Comes if I can one day. But comes if I can be saying, say, on can of my friend, what are you? I'm a woman okay, 2.
You see, 2Ds.
Yes.
Doom so and a dollar.
Or for corner question, I said, I put there, madam for pa, and I put madam for. So, you put in a damn for no. What did you Now, secondly, if you look at Obi, he was given a task. Video na medama no pafatos. Video no. They told him, anytime an NDC person is trying to make sense, interject the person. Create a certain kind of atmosphere. So then you no problem. Go and check some agency.
And Obi.
What a video.
Yeah. What the same machine?
It is a clear definition of what has really happened in the AGYAPADE document. Let's go on.
It is for this reason that Nana Nyeri sacked Kandapa for delaying the release of their monthly allowance of 1 million Ghana cedis.
And offer, who person would here? Meaning, say, these 4 people, how many? They are recruited. They are on the pay structure of MPP government. Busumi be you moka. Say, cast of 1 million, it is cut 10 billion. 10 billion, yet Germany perform. So, average. Obiani could be 2.5 billion. I have another paper network. 2.5 billion every month. Because it is their duty to make sure, say, these are top journalists. What's Sorano Park? And I don't pay good evening. As a person a walking encyclopedia about kitani books and to okasa abegye obi eso to ye asempa na wia na say wait there is a super fantastic book. These 4 people in the AGYAPADE document, they pay them 1 million Ghana cedis. Bosumi bia nipa ba ko bia 2.5 billion
every month.
According to book.
And Bosumi bia says clear them more. It is their duty.
Omo
hunti e ka keto bia nka kufa e sake kanda ba.
Because we delay sika.
Unim ba bia ye this budget kwa ye this kwa ye nka mo biante.
National security.
Thank you.
Also, since the national security budget does not go through the normal scrutiny,
yes,
this group has to be assured of an enhancement of their regular emolument in our next government,
yes,
on condition that they work hard for our anticipated victory in December.
Thank you. And my chairman, go to page 28. I'll give him series of examples. I'll give him illustrations. And there's no clear difference. Of our page 28. 28, look what kind phase 2 of the media control.
Phase 2 of the media control.
Yes.
There is no doubt that Joy 99.7 FM and the multimedia group will remain an industry leaders in the communication sphere of the country.
Yes.
While relying on them as the veritable ally. Anti-MPP agenda by some of the staff does not portend well for us.
I must say, a bagana and some trade human open radio station, TV station back on and they see professionalism from them. I am multimedia. But a multimedia, I say, multimedia for now, because multimedia for a be a MPP for a be a NDC for, but they have a plan for them. Offer continue.
See, we were left with no choice but to have used our voice to threaten Manasseh Azure Awuni. While his publications in the past inured to our political benefit, he has overstretched himself in his attempt to assume an air of neutrality.
Offer, stop. Almost say, Manasseh Azure, why not investigative journalist? He helped the NPP in capturing power in 2016. Okay. Prime bench. Op kai kanazwe.
Yeah, sir. Bas can say
Ford
expedition.
Yes, say your mama called $60,000 Ford expedition. As bribe. Open nipa o breaking story now. Manasseh Azure. Offer. Let me take my iPad and read something for you. Where open nipa ba call ye angel. Ghana. But because of politics, your father's way nipa boninia John Dramani mama. I'm going to read something to you of Abba Bible. Kwajo, how Manasseh Azure turned down an offer of police protection after Ford gift expose. I mean, can I say, after the release of the Ford expedition gift, investigative journalist, also investigative expose prior to the 2016 general election, Manasseh Azure, the investigative journalist behind the story, was offered a police protection, but he turned down. And this is Manasseh talking over here.
Okay.
Kwajo, so our story is on Thursday, 29th April 2021. Or say, in 2016, when I did the Ford expose, it was a typical election period.
Okay.
Dr. Omane Boama, who was then the communication minister, called me that night and said, Manasseh, we know the weight of this story you have done. We know quite of a number of people who are not happy. So I'm calling to let you know that, can I get a police to come and give you police protection? The president, John Dramani Mahama, has ordered me to call you and give you a police protection. What can I say? Ford expose no yeah, and you're close to election. I don't know why in the people are punching John Dramani Mahama. Mama saw a cabinet meeting. Then he got a text message so on fan to joy. Or they told you almost, hey, I know she. And he wanted to go and explain on that we are leader. And you know me so about to explain. The NBC taught why he said, if you commit me could deep on a crowd yasho. If you could breaking story no Ghana will be a can. ZITO a breaking story. Obebet me quack in the name of the NBC ZITO. To play it safe, John Dramani Mahama ordered the communication minister because enjoy the election. Call Manasseh Azure. Look at his whereabouts. Let's give him police protection.
Said you been to me.
Thank you. It was say in the AGYAPADE document was say Oyadia the boy. But this time round, he's trying to overstretch his bounds. Obviously, how much
To
I
be
say?
neutral.
Neutral. They say Friday because you hope say
Also,
he's
he
going
was-
beyond it, whereby he want to expose the NPP. Now look at the difference between the NPP and the John Dramani Mama. Kwajo, when IF 26 December 2020, 3:32 p.m. We will eliminate you. Manasi Azul received their straight after writing an opinion on election 2020. So, offer. Once,
Also, he was influential to a historic victory, but
Yes.
his constant
Yes.
attacks
Yes.
on government,
Yes.
culminating
Yes.
into the militia documentary was most unfortunate.
Tia, was say, a Hanema Manasi Assam, Ebabisu Wajapadi book. Was say, we were left with no choice but to have used our boys to threaten Manasi Azuri.
No, Hans was saying we will eliminate you.
Over. How can you tell me I'm here?
Said
This is fixing. This is a
Manasseh
dream.
Zure no
This
ye
is
kan.
rubbish.
Na yi expose na was so ye. Aden na nke ya mebo mi dini.
Tell me, said this is rubbish. Offer. Maybe we am a copy 30. Me say no. I'll give him empirical evidences. I'm gonna say
30 section.
Paul Ayibino. Kwame Sefa versus Paul Adam Otri in the future. Kwajo ye dey agro bi na ye o. Amanfo didi o. One will be didi obi na no kasa da.
2.5 billion.
Say Lawrence.
Ana wo dey wusu.
Lawrence no di omunya ye
Me say once we be wonu otio. Offer. Copy 30 me wi amepa me nkasa bi.
Say page 30 in the ho na di be.
Yes.
Say it is an undeniable fact that the two gentlemen have become institutions in their respective rights, especially within the media circles.
And it is true. Almost say Ghana.
Okay.
Media fraternity.
Yeah.
Open conform you as a now they are pushing. Amount for 80 or more.
Mo promise.
Kwame Sefa kan any port at much.
Good evening, Ghana.
Say,
they are undoubtedly part of the pool of great brands the party shall fall on as we move into the future.
okay.
Okay.
The NPP in the future, they have plans for Paul Adam Otri and Kwame Sefa kan. It's almost a woman to favor the new patriotic party. Don't be surprised. They have been taxed. They have promised them. They've pledged themselves. Say. And for them to know that they set a precedent. A AGYAPADE document. Maybe I'm see.
While Sefa kan appears relaxed and waiting for the right time,
Yes.
Paul seems apprehensive anytime Sefa kan is brought into the picture.
Yes, sir. Kwame Sefa kan. Omo cock president you na so mo kana sema. Or you relax. But Paul, I don't watch it here. Always or person chiro bia so heavy. Tina sem ba ya. Amount for an office or Christ even having problems with him. Now let's go. Of Akwenko.
Was it at the level of presidency?
Yes.
There appears to be a groundswell of support for Kwame over Paul anytime communication issues arise.
Anytime bia Jubilee House, Akufo Addo from be show mudi nkomo. I beba communication sem one yen function and says ka bia ba ma one yen kwacha ne sa no man. Paul, any comes Sefa kan din ba mu pe. They feel relaxed to deal with Kwame Sefa kan because mu say Paul no as an police guy. Offer, let's go. You may yes.
Yes. The kitchen cabinet of Nana feels that while Paul is equally known, he has credibility issues to deal with, especially on the conundrum surrounding his withdrawal from the Ghana Law School.
It is true. Paul Adomoche is never a lawyer. Oko law school ye pamon when ye take it from me. Me say Oko law school ye pamon when man pass the exams. Ye pamon when ye and to almost say a hono and credibility issues. Because I question ZITO school when ye then the ZITO radios no cast him. So our command position big Casabia people even punch it and says nipa ni CV na Ukraine certificate and papa.
Yeah.
Offer yenye was say.
Was it?
Yes.
Settling on him for the future could create credibility challenges for a ticket.
Yes.
In the next government.
Thank you. First no.
In the next government,
Yes.
and now will convince Sefa kan to chair the NCA board.
To play is smart. Adena Babontin. Unya koboji to dey say to enkop NCA. people will say AGYAPADE document let me trick all these people. I'm finding called MP. Non ko MPA board member.
From NCA to
MPA. MPA no citizen for dollars, euro, pound. Ube we no nya ska say tam na ho timi ato. And for the crime say fa kabet ma ye adwuma ni yie. Ni wa kun wa show commitment aye ni yie no. Ye ne ko se ba bi askadi kan wo fesa. Obaso wo ye adwuma na obe kun ho wa wi adwuma. Of our last paragraph na sorry.
Well, see, we believe that Paul is easily swayed by money.
Yes.
Hence, we cannot trust him
Thank you.
any sensitive position. Gabby has already agreed with Nana to move Paul from the NCA to NMC, which he will be supported to chair. We believe that Paul, although may not be too excited about this prospect, he will gladly accept it as compensation for the work he has been doing for us, especially on the Metro TV Good Evening Ghana show.
You don't need a rocket scientist. You don't need a rocket scientist to explain this to you. Anytime I say, or your Henekasi, we respect him as a chief. Me papa no, menya me wofana no, menya mabusuani no. Yeah. But there be me case me say kwadu. Me papa yefan Kufiado. On the 10th of February 2017, he was an education director. Me papa ba pension. ZITO. Me papa trans wo hwe TV a. MPP ni kasa for 1 hour wait. And this year's work kasa no do TV onti. Na dan ka say Kofi. Said you will near see bra one year politics. Da me hu say wo politics. Ah wasem beba. I will address you as a politician publicly. If you come home, I will talk to you as a father in the closet. And into the public domain to do politics. AGYAPADE document that's why I catch on. Now, if you open your doors and avenues and windows for me to glance through and pass through, I'll punch you. Never ever think that this book is fictitious, it is fiction, it is a dream or imagination or rubbish. This is a reality.
ZITO, yinim komo.
Kojo, nipa ya bubo wo mu din nyina ba kokora ni ho firi poa. Na ba kokora ni ho no nso a ya koka say bia yi alankyere matin bi etem anase nana second term nana term A nana phase 1 nana phase 2 iti asantefo me wo mo no sa asantefo no ye beto me bobafo no me de chenchena twan so wo nim de eso nim de efiri soro ba ka de che abututi so wo nim wo mkoye beto me boba kotoma ba umia amane ye ne ye ma ne nananum behunu daache no because they say no mi masemo a esese ye ka de kire obi bia bi de waye na adwene se ontie de yin so on de waye na adwene a se ontie sa nkofo ndi bi wo ho because obi timi ko hospital e ma doctor ka kire se wo ensa no a wo nom no wa hwe ye ensa no a ne bekun ofiri onom ba beduru no opkokoto ne nkofo ngweti nkwase se bia doctor na ka men ono ye ya wo se ensa ne wonim the other time tena akwa bi wono nom nsa ne da wa nom nsa no wo ye adwuma kama nti dakuru bi an nsa nom no ba mu sa na man bi nyame fa crazy ye master moro menenne omo so no mpema sempa omo se the way as ye di asem kra mi se ye ene omo frɛ no masa utimi ye adwuma kama ba to anhwe ye nsan bekun to to din no se nkopesu obi so o masa
okay
no so mi sa no se banwire du nsan ne kun se de kwashi gansa ne kun se de bi Christian Church ayi grad assessment nsan ne kun no se de bi that time no obi anso awu Ghana biem penfo basis akwana boom din no se nsan ne kun wo ni nyina wo se de bi no se na de na kire se menso nsan ne kun ampa nsan nso ne kun oh eti we mu na ye ka no ye wo binum no wo mu a wom de wom adwene se ene wom adwene so mbeto abem boba no boba na no mbeto ma ne no na da bia me ka ne se ade ne ye da oh se da ye kwa akurasi mutuo ne da wo obi adi ni de na mom se nka na ye da de a wo ka wano a wo de besi obi aka na no enti se ade ne ye da obi adi bi na se anya da nso obi abeka bi ahwe enti se sa no mpe no ye nyina ye ntenam because ye ntimi nkonkopa wo bi tim se chenchena sei ɛna te sɛ deɛ ɛyɛ a no maka na ebinom adwene no nso pɛntuom a ntimi process nneɛma etu wo kyerɛkyerɛ mu kyerɛ no kora no bu sɛ ɛyɛ ɔtan bi anaasɛ ɛyɛ ɔyɛ beta ɔyɛ sei obi nso akɔtena se ahyɛ dɛ mu abɔpɔ ɛna wɔ execute hwɛ edina yɛ hyɛ adeɛ yɛase yabobɔ hwɛ nipa bi institutions bi a yabobɔ edini ɛne nipa bi ɛde wɔn mu kɔ hɔ akɔdi dwuma so bi ne yɛnhwɛ deɛ ɛkɔ so wɔ man no mu na sɛ mo se ne nyina kyenkyena me se me sɛ obi bi obeba be di president mi nyae manamna kɔ ɛyɛ dan a mekɔ manamna enti wo nso no hwɛ sɛ obi bi obeba be die no nso dwumadi a wo be die no so obenya kwan adi ne sɛ deɛ wo sa ɛto gye wo ma so man ya yetimu a me da me hu nwire me de me hu nwire me minim sɛ sɛ deɛ enipa susitie ɛna niema bi akɔso maka kyerɛ sɛ MPP constitution no wo mo kokɔ yɛ de favor kufuado my catch amendment no amendment na ekoye 2009 22nd August 2000 na miss wo mkoko ye the favor kufuado because ye constitutional amendment team and woman na tena se ye nkonko fa 5 of the polling station ye nkonfa say dambotwenum e suggested by ye enum ne ade a omuhu say party no mufo no pe kufuado but na alanka kyerematen so wo fans ene yesesa ade ye ma party no mufo no nkonko ye kufuado enu wo start enti se sa ade a ene olusu ye no salam kyeremate beba no onya de ehu se franco no ye campaign man anadwo wan ne abeto ayi ne apam wafrim sa no ma ya ade aye pa we no na koto nso na stamp ma me hu ye akoto mesi ye
ono so le no benanado
mesi ye ayi former bekwai chairman CEO atawo yare da de makoto na akufuado diskama no bre no e wa tonsu afango junction e ho na ne fie wo me pa papa no.
So, but Franco, do you think, say, the Omoko presidential primaries, looking at book we already making kaya and the baby?
Sorry, me say, I said no, you say dancing in what? I said no, be a dancing. Should there be an echo for the cocoa faba we had in a buy? What didn't buy your crony party? I require or didn't baby with one planet at the nache. A coin or more fast or fast didn't baby ye. Party no constitution is a young quatua de no venue. A queer say na quay Venus. Nina will be anka hore. Alantra Martin, any Canadian Japan call for ye pamu woman, bro, woman, near dinner. A babeto sabre report to Bena Abba. It is a walk away in our Bob Nas will be so one tears or no one and one tears into me chrono. Mamencia, Mr. Kofu Pombri, yeah, Mr. Pombri, and a bushing for no Akanina. Yeah.
Franco, me de sorry no. So do you think say Ashanti region, Ebromoko primaries presidential primaries for do a big contest was it another plan na?
Kwayo, me say it is not a plan. I want to contest it is not a plan. But do na nyanka AGYAPADE buku. Do na nkan.
Okay.
And obi so obekan but because of a too technical. On tia denase obekan you can even be a political person but say one fact the see atwam ne man phone to ho a you might feel and think say it's a normal thing.
Okay.
And ti kwadwo me de me ka me sorry ne say ye ni me mpai wutrim en kan jo say AGYAPADE a true or not.
Yeah.
Anyahwe ene nyame adom we've been able to give you series of examples. A normal SEC a normal ekoso one kasa tenase wo dem take a decision for your own self. Take a decision for your family. Take a decision for the next generation, unborn children. And yes, I Ghana, a better peculiar to a certain kind of people. Omne bedidi, I'm wanting me at home, na Ghana for yebre.
Abuja for your name Franco, any ZITO, a classical match no and the course. No make I say 29th of this month, a year August ya yumiano, a year nankasa yenuya, ye ba, ye papa ya na Franco, ne birthday, send ZITO the ne kambo ma. Ye di no na be 29th of this month ana ye di because so aka mo that 29th na no ana ye de a year 1 year anniversary ya ZITO joining Ambassador TV no nti wo Franco number fi ne ya ko ya wo betimi afre no woni ni number so na afre number na egu screen no so na enko bi ho bia no ne nsa ebeka be sere mo should in case ubusa Franco number ubusa ZITO number ne ka kire mo se bibi nti munya abotra monti ase buku ya ye review no enye easy sao nseme betina ha ye ka no enye easy sao sometimes we also think about your security emu se ebia won fa dwonbone na efre na supanifo se batakari adoso amye hu kremo papa nti esremo mo fese mo pe numbers no ne hwese ye be investigation bi underground ansa na won sa ka number na matiase na sa buku no teki obi a wode ne kra abo afode e dia ma o man no se obetimi atena se na wa review hwenhwema Franko ka hwensema ZITO ka na onim se nipa dodo nyina no mani age ne ho dabi ye nipa bi nso ho a o mabo mo ho adwembone enti e besere mo bisa number na ka se munya abotra na mo nso motimi atiyanse aha ne bebe me kwan amede dwumadie no little Oscar ana tena chire ede ema ye Franko nyame nhyira ZITO wonso nyame nhyira nyame boa next week ya sabehia ya da mu nyina amase.